As we look a little further into this Scalise shooter investigation, we notice that this man, Steve Scalise, is involved in helping bring down the pedophile rings of the deep state. And perhaps one of the deepest, darkest secrets of the deep state, and they wish to keep it that way. But I did find it strange that this man was targeted, perhaps because of his leading role in bringing them down. When it comes to the bill of human trafficking, we have to look no further than the H.R. 436, which for the deep state could potentially be their kryptonite, but it reads, to prioritize the fight against human trafficking within the Department of State according to congressional intent in the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000 without increasing the size of the federal government and for other purposes. Now, there was supposed to be a vote in the Senate on the day he was shot that was postponed, but quite strange indeed.
One of America's greatest values is our strong belief in the inherent worth of every human life. Human trafficking is a direct assault on this core value, and it affects millions of victims throughout the world. While many of us would like to believe that this issue isn't something that affects us, the sad truth is that human trafficking is a real problem plaguing each and every community here in the United States. Enough is enough. This week, the House took strong actions to stand up for the victims of human trafficking, passing tough bills to provide them protection and to target child predators. Let's work together to get these bills signed into law.
Newt Gingrich lays the truth, and Libs are going nuts. Should be a daily phenomenon for them by now. Newt Gingrich, technically, the President of the United States cannot obstruct justice. Let's take a look.
Everybody on the left has been walking around town chanting, watch for the Russian connection, watch for the Russian connection, look for the collusion. Turns out, even Dianne Feinstein, the ranking Democrat on the Intelligence Committee, says there is zero evidence of collusion. So now the newest one is, but there was obstruction of justice over the collusion. So the fantasy that didn't occur is now being replaced by the way, technically, the President of the United States cannot obstruct justice. The President of the United States is the chief executive officer of the United States. If he wants to fire the FBI director, all he's going to do is fire him. And somebody said the other day, I thought it was a very good test. If John F. Kennedy had fired J. Edgar Hoover over investigating and wiretapping Martin Luther King Jr., would people have thought that it was obstruction?
It's happening. Look what Canada just did. Canada will increase its military spending by 70%. What a coincidence. Readout of the President Donald Trump's call with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada. President Trump spoke today with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada to address various aspects of the strong bilateral relationship between their two countries. President Trump commended Prime Minister Trudeau for Canada's recent announcement that it will increase military spending by 70% over the next decade. President Trump underscored the solid alliance that the United States enjoys with Canada. Well, rightfully so, considering America is responsible for the defense of Canada. I've seen their military and what they have as a standing army, almost laughable. Although great fighters and have been great allies through the world wars, they certainly have allowed their military power to slip. So this is good news. Less for America to spend. Sad. You won't believe what this guy does to blow off steam. Nice smug picture for a mug shot. A man is accused of aggravated assault for firing a shotgun at a biker from a car, all to blow off steam. From Fox News, a 19-year-old Texas man is accused of aggravated assault for allegedly firing a shotgun at a cyclist from a car so he could blow off steam, police said. Merrick Davis Isaacs was arrested this week following an investigation stemming from a June 7th shooting incident in Austin, Fox News reported. According to police, officers responded to a reported shooting around midnight that evening and found a victim with an unknown injury to his back, shoulder, and head after he was struck by what appeared to be a shotgun blast. The victim, identified as Alonzo Solimata, was transported to the hospital where doctors found pellets from the shotgun blast inside his brainstem. During the course of the investigation, detectives connected the incident to another aggravated assault case. A witness in that case says Isaacs threatened him with a shotgun to drive around the city to help blow off steam, and that he wanted to shoot or kill someone, just to blow off steam. Imagine what would happen when a psychopath like this gets enraged. Perhaps they'd go kill congressmen because of the propaganda the left is spewing across the world. The driver told police he tried to convince Isaacs not to open fire, but the 19-year-old didn't listen. He said Isaacs turned his entire body toward the passenger side door and lifted the shotgun to the window as if he was aiming at something and fired one shot. The witnesses told police that it was around the same time and date that Solis was hit, adding that he believed Isaacs had fired at the cyclist. Well, considering what had happened, and considering this idiot's smile, should be locked up for a long time.